After World War I, Germany was left broke and its economy destroyed, its people desperate, and its future uncertain. Hyperinflation crushed everyday life, money became worthless, and families struggled just to survive. Factories collapsed, unemployment soared, and millions were left without hope or direction. Political chaos ruled the streets. Extremist groups fought for power, each promising to restore German pride. Amid this chaos, a radical voice emerged.
The time has come to rise and reclaim our destiny.
Adolf Hitler promised strength, unity, and a return to greatness. The Nazi Party expanded rapidly. Propaganda, emotion, and fear transformed public anger into political power. In 1933, the Reichstag fire became the turning point. Hitler used the crisis to crush political opposition. Soon after, Hitler became Chancellor of Germany, beginning the rise of one of history's most dangerous regimes. After quick victories across Europe, Hitler became convinced Germany was unstoppable. This confidence pushed him toward his most disastrous. Operation Barbarossa began in June 1941. Hitler believed the Soviet Union would collapse in just a few months. He could not have been more wrong. Germany underestimated the sheer size of the Soviet Union. The farther they advanced, the longer their supply lines stretched, and the weaker they became. The German army was not prepared for the brutal Russian winter. Tanks froze. Fuel thickened. Soldiers suffered in temperatures they had never trained for. Hitler believed the Soviets would surrender quickly. Instead, they fought with unmatched determination, defending every city and every street. Hitler ignored the advice of his generals.
This is the point of attack!
Instead of focusing on capturing Moscow, he constantly redirected his forces, wasting time, fuel, and lives. By the time German forces reached the gates of Moscow, winter had fully arrived. Exhausted, under-equipped, and freezing, they could no longer advance. The invasion turned into a war of attrition Germany could never win. Millions of soldiers were lost. The Eastern Front became a black hole that swallowed Hitler's army. Invading the Soviet Union was a fatal mistake. It stretched Germany's limits, drained its resources, and marked the beginning of Hitler's downfall. In the next part, we reveal the third deadly mistake: Hitler's constant interference with his own generals. Hitler believed the Soviet Union would collapse in just a few months. He saw the Red Army as weak, poorly trained, and unprepared. But this overconfidence blinded
Our strength is underestimated. The advance will proceed as planned.
German troops advanced quickly at first, but soon faced something they were never prepared for: a brutal Russian winter with temperatures dropping below -30°C. Machines froze. Weapons jammed. Soldiers suffered frostbite. The blitzkrieg strategy simply didn't work in these conditions. Hitler underestimated the sheer size and resilience of the Soviet Union. Millions of Soviet soldiers continued to fight despite catastrophic losses. Factories were moved deep into Siberia, out of German reach, and continued producing tanks and weapons nonstop. Stalingrad became the symbol of Hitler's miscalculation. A city he thought would fall quickly became a trap. The German Sixth Army was surrounded, starved, and destroyed. It was the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. Soviet tanks pushing Germans back on the Eastern Front, large-scale battle atmosphere, smoke, chaos, historical realism. By 1942, Germany was fighting on nearly every front in Europe. The German army was stretched thin, too far, too fast. Britain continued to resist, draining German air power. Meanwhile, the Atlantic became a brutal naval battleground. Across occupied Europe, resistance movements disrupted German control. German factories struggled to keep up with the demands of total war. Fuel shortages crippled the once unstoppable blitzkrieg. German offensives slowed, and the momentum began to shift. In command rooms, desperation replaced confidence. Germany now faced a nightmare, enemies closing in from all directions. After Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, Hitler made his final and fatal mistake. He declared war on the United States, an industrial giant far beyond Germany's ability to defeat.
War on the United States.
America's factories unleashed unstoppable power, producing tanks, planes, and weapons faster than Germany could destroy them. With US troops and resources flooding Europe, the war shifted decisively against Germany. American bombers crushed German industry, leaving Hitler with no chance of recovery. And so, by fighting the world's strongest powers at the same time, Hitler sealed his own defeat. In the end, 5 deadly mistakes brought down Hitler's empire. History never forgets.